What's up, guys? So today is my off day. So we're looking a bit more relaxed. I actually have been setting up the stream. Last night I did a little practice stream because Tekken was down for that huge patch I mentioned a couple days ago. So it gave me the perfect opportunity just to try out the stream. I don't have the face cam going just yet, but we were playing For Honor, Battlefield. We had a good time. And then today I was streaming some Tekken. And so that was a good time also. I was talking with my buddies. We're going to have a fight night tonight. And so I know you guys will be seeing this tomorrow. But I'll post around, see if I can get some people in the chat for Twitch for the fight night and so forth. Just want to get more used to it. But we're going to get these eggs down. And then I'm running over to Chipotle. And you might be asking, well, Mason, I thought we were getting ready for a show. We are. I'm just a good son. I'm getting some food from my mom. Yeah. She's working late, so I reckon that she would appreciate a little bit of food on the table by the time she got back, so I might as well. Plus, she earned it. She's been kicking ass, and, I mean, she's a mom. She didn't do half bad. But there's a couple characters that got changed a lot in this patch. And so I might have to start looking into them. Right now I play a character called Shaheen. And he's the big thing with Tekken is you have a bunch of different characters of different nationalities. Pretty much it represents all the major places in the world. And Shaheen is a Saudi Arabian fighter. Really good at like CQC, like getting up and personal, but very good at poking, playing that mid-range. And once he gets in, it's like, all right, bro, time to play ball. I really like him. And the new character, I wouldn't say she's new, but the character that's new to me because they finally buffed her. She'd been on my radar. I was interested in her, but her moves weren't very good. There's a character called Asuka, and she's very defensive. I like a more defensive, fundamental style play because it lets me slow the game down to where, like, I'm 26, and in fighting games, video games metrics, it makes me an old man. And so if I'm able to slow the game down to not a snail's pace, but to a pace where I can grasp what's going on, then that's good, because that means I'm not just overwhelmed with shit. And so what's really cool about Asuka is since she's defensive, she's a nightmare to rush in on because she heavily punishes careless advancement. And so you have to be very careful when you're getting close to her because she has a lot of evasive moves. She controls the space very well. She's not like by any means a high tier character, but it's just they fixed a few things on her that I was not comfortable with her not having. And now she has some like good pressure tools to really get her offense started. Even though she's defensive, it's like eventually you have to hit your opponent. You have to deplete their health bar eventually. And so she really struggled with starting her offense. And now she can get a little bit started, and I do like that. So I'll fiddle around with her in the practice mode, see how we do with her. Shaheen's still my fucking favorite. I love that character. He's so good. Not like high tier, like S tier or anything, but he's up there. He's good. He's decent. But he just rewards being a fundamentally sound player. But almost done with the eggs. And you wouldn't believe it. My mom, she loves Chipotle, but she's the simplest order ever. Imagine running to Chipotle to spend $8 for a bowl, and you look down at your bowl, and all it has is rice, double chicken, and lettuce. I'd be like, where the fuck is everything else? That's my mom's meal. That's what she always wants from Chipotle. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm like, all right, rice, double chicken, and lettuce, I guess. I don't understand it, but I mean, to each their own. By all means, leave your Chipotle order down in the comments. I'd love to hear some of these wacky ones. I've heard some crazy ones. I remember one time I feel so bad. I got this new Chipotle worker yelled at because I don't know why. I was just feeling a little different. And I go up there and I was like, hey man, you know, let me get a bowl with like the tortilla in it, yada yada. Same as usual. But I was like, hey, just put the rice in it and then let's move to the end first and throw like some sour cream on there and shit. Like I wanted the sour cream on the bottom with the rice and shit. I wanted that shit wet. And he did that. He was like, fuck it, why not, right? So it was like, put all the salsas and like the sour cream and shit on the bottom. And then he came back and started putting the meat on. It must have been like a manager or something. It had to have been. Because then he goes to like, you know, put the lid on. And he just looks at him and he looks at me. He's like, I'm so sorry, sir. We'll make you a new one. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's like, we aren't supposed to be making this one. I'm like, oh no, I asked for it that way. And then the boss just looked at the worker with like, you could tell he was gonna get yelled at for letting this shit slide. So, felt so bad. Just looked at him, I was like, sorry, son of a bitch. Sorry. And then, yeah, I took my burrito and skedaddled. That guy might have lost his job that day. Don't know. Never saw him again over there, so maybe they scared him away. But we're going to hop in the car and go get some Chipotle for the mother. All right? Bye-bye. We'll see you in a sec. Also, before we go, we have an update. Update. Taz is up a half a pound. Hi, bud. He's up half a pound. Wow. We're really taking our bulk seriously. Big chungus. I'm down. From my start, I'm down 24 pounds, and he is up 1 pound. So, gold star for Taz. But, like I said, off to the car. All right. Back in the car. I'm actually going to be picking up food for my mom and John, my stepdad. You might be thinking, oh yeah, he's lying because he's just gonna fucking, you know, eat the food. I'm like, nah, fam. I'm serious on my diet. I don't know about you. Oh, there she is. What's up, Wiener?
I'm feeling better. I started to get sick because I was driving home.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to head out. I'm getting you and John food. But, yeah, I got, because I'm the best son ever. But,
You're cute.
careful, they're watching.
Okay.
But, I figured you could get in there, get settled in. I'll be back in like 20. Okay, I got you. I'm getting Chipotle, not Huli.
Oh, I thought you wanted to.
Well, I'm getting Chipotle because I'm getting John stuff.
Okay. All right, but you know what I like, right?
I already told everyone, chicken, lettuce, and rice. I have to record every day.
A lot, it's like, it's a lot of rice.
Yeah, it's a lot of rice, chicken.
And a lot of lettuce.
I know.
It's double chicken.
Okay, well, now you're going to get a quarter. Maybe I'll just poop in the bowl.
No,
Essentially John's order.
Ew, that's so bad.
Did he show you that when I sent him that message that one day?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
He like sent me like what he was like. So you essentially just want me to shit in the bowl.
Well, actually, I was gonna, when I took Danny or whoever Nikki's poop that was in that one day, I was gonna put it in a bowl for you. And
It put the poop in a bowl.
yeah. The really bad.
You're a freak.
that was in the
You're a freak.
Remember what I was talking about?
Yeah, I know the green fucking sludge.
That one. Yes. And
That's literally John's shit every fucking day
it is?
after his coffee. I'm assuming.
I was gonna say, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know.
I'm not going in there looking in the water hole.
You're the one that leaves yours laying there sometimes. Yeah, I know what that is.
Just logs, bro.
No, it's like
It's like
finger that built up jam.
it's definitely like a fetus.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right. Love you, buddy.
Yeah, I love you. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
So I love how it goes from Chipotle to cat shit, then to my shit. Like, what the hell? Comment down below if your family is anything like that. For a recap, there was a joke a while back during my off season that I'd go to Chipotle a lot and I always get some stuff from my fam. And I remember one day John sent me he was like, yo, like, can you like pick me up some? I was like, sure, bro, what do you want? And so he put down it's like chicken, rice, all this other shit. And I was like, and so I was feeling cheeky that day. Maybe he fucked with me that day, not in like a bad way, but it was just like I had to get him back. So I was like, I just looked at it and I messaged back real quick. It was like, so essentially you want me to shit in the bowl? Perfect, I got you. And I remember he was talking about that shit for weeks because it must have just been just ever so out of pocket that it got him in the funny bone. But then he got me back a few weeks ago on he sent me a link and it was like, O.J. Simpson admits to like the killings on his deathbed, and then I click it and it's the big black guy and his dick is fucking just like his python's just like hanging out. So he got me back. Oh, word. We have arrived, guys. Time to secure the package. And I'm telling you, if they ever brought back the brisket, during the time that the brisket was here, I was addicted to Chipotle. Not to lie, or not to mention, during college, they had the chorizo. Chipotle, if you are listening, bring back the chorizo. I'll do anything. I will do a mukbang. Scarf down 100 burritos and do it all again if you brought back the chorizo. Do it. Alright, we made it back, guys. Secured the bag. Fully secured. Even the seatbelt is on it. That way, even if we get into an accident, the Chipotle is protected. But I'm glad we got in there and got out nice and safe. There was a pretty girl that was looking me up and down in there. And I was just like, just look ahead, Mason. Can't be getting distracted. That's how you lose focus. Gotta stay completely focused on our goal. Ladies come later, but right now, we're just trying to get huge. Lean down. Win some competitions. I was like, oh, uh-oh. Heart rate's going up. Temperature's rising. Gotta get out of here. And then once I stepped out the door, I was like, that was a close one. She knew what she was doing. But I won't be tempted today. Come on, let me in. Please. I'm not that fat. I can fit in the lane. We've got this guy hogging up the turn lane. Don't do that. Yay, green light. Go, 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 go. Yeah, as long as I get in front of this student driver over here, and we're good. Thumbs up, yeah! What a goat. I was gonna say, if we're lucky this summer, maybe we meet a boo thing. Maybe I'll take you guys with her and I to Zumbizi Bay or Cedar Point. I'm a huge like amusement park kind of guy. I like riding rides, getting the adrenaline pumping. I mean, I'm the Aquaman, so of course I'm gonna like water parks. Water parks? Count me in. You're gonna have to bear with me because as we get closer to competition, my cravings are gonna start to kick in. Obviously, I'll never succumb to them because we're not weak. But I'll definitely start talking to you guys about the food I've been daydreaming about eating. Currently, the one that's on my mind is one of my go-to meals after my competition. I always have it because it's a staple at this point. Is if you're around the Ohio area, you know about roosters. If you're not, well, let's just say it's Buffalo Wild Wings. If Buffalo Wild Wings was cool, I'll never go to B-Dubs anymore because those wings are like fucking chicken nuggets. If you want man-sized wings, you go to Roosters. Same price, you'll get the same amount of wings. I'd say, I mean, these roosters have been lifting since the day they were born. These things are fucking huge. A lot of meat on them. Good sauce, Carolina Gold, that like sweet, almost like honey mustard. Oh, that slaps. And there's like a sweet Thai chili, kind of spicy one. That shit slaps. But you know what sauce I've actually been coming around to? I was never a huge buffalo sauce guy, but recently I've taken a second look, and I have changed my mind. Buffalo flavors kind of smacked. It's pretty good. But I will say, my favorite flavor from B-Dubs when it comes to wings, I do like their garlic parm. I will give them credit. Their garlic parm is fucking like, it's the shit when it comes to anything garlic parm. But my favorite is that sticky Asian zing. Kind of spicy, and it builds in the the back of your throat. So if you don't have water on hand after about like the 6th wing, it starts hitting you. It starts creeping up on you like the boogeyman. And then you're like, oh, where'd that come from? And then you're scared. Ooh. I like the Asian Zing flavor. That one's good. And then they also have, I think it's called Desert Heat. It's a dry rub from B-Dubs. That Desert Heat dry rub fucking smacks. But I digress. Even the lesser known flavors from Roosters are amazing. The donkey sauce, it's like you're getting kicked in the face by a donkey, but it's good. It's got like a sweet undertaste. Fucking blasts your tongue with heat on the back end. What else can you ask for? You get a full mix of emotions. You bite into it and you're like, oh my god, this is good. And then your face turns red because it starts burning your taste buddies off. It's enough to make a grown man cry. Alright guys, back at the gym, getting some second cardio in. My coach has me doing 30 minutes of biking. He said not to kill myself on these, but I mean, still definitely want to push ourselves. But I got my parents, or my mom and my stepdad, Chipotle, and we sat down and we were watching Caddyshack. If you're an old head, remember I'm 26, this is before my time. Caddyshack, that was like that came out in like the 70s, 80s. We were watching that, and I was telling them, it's like, holy shit. I wish movies were good, still good like this these days. And then we got into a discussion. We're talking about, I mean, well, when did they really go downhill? I think it was CGI was the downfall of great cinema. Like, don't get me wrong, you've talked about like Avengers, Infinity War, and like Pirates of the Caribbean and shit. But it was like that early to mid 2000s when it started going downhill. Because it was like, there's more heart in acting when it's like you're looking around and the full set's made, rather than if you're standing in a green room. Like, come on. That's not, I mean, it's acting, but it takes the life out of it. You guys know I write. I hope one day, if I ever get to pitch my TV show, if it ever becomes a real thing, I've written it in a way to keep it all practical. Some effects are okay, but practical effects above all else. Like if any character has to learn a certain like type of fighting, like jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, Sambo, that actor that's going to be playing them better learn that martial art. I don't need them to be able to do it well, but they better fucking know at least half as good as the stuntman. Like, when did actors end up saying, well, I don't want to do my fight scene? I'm like, what about you? Like, as crazy as Tom Cruise is, he has built a cult following on the sheer fact that he does his own stunts, does his own choreography. For the most part, does a lot of his stuff himself. And that's like, respect goes out to him, man. He's a G. I'm telling you, it's the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings era. Early Harry Potters. Early mid Harry Potters. Where it was really good. Movies were still really good. Set pieces were crazy cool. Because you had to build it all, you didn't have to design it. And I get it, CGI is for like, helps with like the price of the movies. I mean, the price of movies has only gone up. You might as well just do what Lord of the Rings did and actually build all the fucking set pieces. That's how you do it. That's how you get people to buy in and feel like they're immersed in the world. Like, if they closed their eyes and was just listening to the movie, they could open their eyes and they're in that world. You don't get that a lot anymore. Like, tell me why the Michael Bay early Transformers movies, 1, 2, and I guess I'll include 3, but the first and second one, tell me why the model for the Transformers is better than movies made 15 years later. Can't tell me, bro. Like, I know they use CGI, but it was a very prehistoric version to the type we use now. I think CGI has made stuff lazier. I'm not a fan of it. It makes acting lazier. It makes production lazier. Because there's no one trying to push the boundary. When you're doing practical effects, you go all the way because you're like, okay, well, how can we get a better shot? You know, like, it's like, oh shit, like, that's not been invented yet. And people start creating their own styles of cinematography. Start breaking the fourth wall, thinking outside the box. But I don't know, CGI, I'm not a big fan. Hope y'all can hear me. Just got out of the gym, nice and sweaty. Was able to talk to some of my buds. I was ping-ponging some ideas off of them regarding scheduling and everything for streaming, recording to you guys. So I think I've come up with a solution just so I can be more efficient, because I think I mentioned the other day, I just learned about being able to schedule your uploads, and I'm pretty new to a lot of this, but since I did a stream today on Twitch, I learned that you could, when you finish your stream, it downloads as a video. You can opt in to download it as a video on your computer. And we're thinking about doing like money matches, beef sets, rivalries, and so forth, and then slice that up, and then sprinkle those throughout the week to go alongside the lifting footage and training videos with you guys. And what I was thinking is that it's like, bear with me, if it worked out that way, I would do, say we worked out Monday, right? Tuesday morning, like during the night, Monday to Tuesday, I would do a stream for Tekken. So I'd probably stream at nights, but that next day in the morning, I'll get a few matches out for you guys, and then about midday, like 2 or 3, I'll get the fitness stuff out, and then at like 8, another Tekken video, or what I can do is I can review matches and go into more of like an analysis type video, talk about like, oh, like why did we get hit here, what could we have done differently, you know, really just dissect the gameplay. That way not only I'm getting better because, you know, we're going over it, but hopefully I can help you guys get just a little bit better, because I mean, I'm no Tekken God Supreme. I'm a mighty ruler. People say that's above average. I don't even think that's that good. I know that's about mid-rank, to be honest. But yeah, I could release almost like an analytical video at like 8 p.m. Have that going up while we're recording more stuff. That way we start churning it out like clockwork. And obviously you'll see some of this footage if you're watching the stream. But for those of you, if maybe you missed it, I mean, it happens. I'm new, so I don't expect you guys to tune in every time. It's okay. I don't really take it personal. You gotta start somewhere. But I just want to have a concrete schedule with you guys. Let's also not forget, because we have this new meal plan coming into play, where it's 3 days on, no carb, and then after those 3 days, every fourth day, we get like some rice cakes, some cream of rice. We get some carbs in our diet. I mean, you know I'm going to be ecstatic on the days where we get that. I mean, I'm happy any day I get to go train, hang out with you guys. But now there's even more cause for celebration. Get to eat a little bit more every 4 days. Count me in.